And welcome back. Friday morning, 4th of July weekend. Hope it's going well for you so far. President Obama no longer putting aside the problems of the immigration issue. A renewed call to overhaul immigration laws in a big speech yesterday. This is Arizona's law obviously going to affect this month. Congressman Bilbray, very much involved in the immigration issue and has been for many, many years for a variety of reasons. He's joining us on the phone from Washington this morning. Will be here, I think, later today, but good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning, Congressman. All right, so yesterday it was the big immigration speech, and obviously a lot of people are talking about the governor of Arizona is chiming in on it and whatnot. What's your take on what he laid out there?
Well, I don't think he laid out anything new, Dan. It was a whole lot of talk about legal immigration. He went 25 minutes before even mentioning illegal, and he a couple minutes on illegal, and then wrapped it back up on legal immigration. And frankly, I think a lot of people were waiting to see something new, some new proposal. Basically, it was the same old look. We're not going to do anything unless we figure out how to reward people with amnesty. And right. I was sort of taken back by him starting off the talk about so-called normalization or the amnesty issue by talking about the fact that the millions of people that are illegally in our country are an affront and an insult to those who play by the rules. And then he went to say that we should reward them for that. In other words, his attitude was the way you eliminate illegal immigration is just make all the illegals legal.
Well, Congressman, let me ask you this. If there's, I guess the number now is 11 million is what they're throwing out. It could be more than that.
That was interesting that the number has been moving around, but go ahead, Dan.
Yeah, there's probably more than that. But nonetheless, what do we do? We can't just get a bunch of buses and drop them off at the border.
First, Dan, we make sure we don't encourage another 10 to 20 million to come in another 10 years. My question to the president, if we give amnesty now, does that mean we're going to give amnesty another 10 years to the people there? What we do with the people that are here is stop paying them to stay here. You crack down on those employers who are paying them to stay here. We've already seen that as the jobs disappear, people go home. They understand that there was a big reason why the great majority here came into this country illegally, and that was for those jobs. Yeah. And once we eliminate the employers who keep profiteering off of this, a great number will drop. But the first thing we do is we don't announce to the world we're going to do another amnesty. The first thing we do is stop the employment, we secure the borders, we secure our neighborhoods, we create a system that allows the same people to come into this country, legally work and go home in a true guest worker program, not an amnesty program. Then and only then, and after we've proven to the American people once and for all that Washington can be trusted to do the right thing, then we can talk about anything we want. But until we do that, till we prove that we've earned the right to be trusted by the American people, we don't have a right to talk about rewarding the 12 to 20 million people that are here illegally.
Yeah. It's interesting, too, because a lot of people were saying, well, with all the things on the president's plate right now, this might be too big to drop on top. But here it is, going into November elections, a huge wedge issue, and obviously there's political reasons for this as well.
Well, the political reasons is the president needs to try to be able to get the political machines working for his candidates in this next election because the numbers look so bleak. Yeah. This was a desperate act that looked at it. The trouble is Harry Reid took a look at this and did some polling and realized that backlashes, independents, working-class Democrats really resent the concept that somehow you're going to not do the enforcement things like require a new Social Security card and require E-Verify, but you're going to sit there and talk about that you're going to put in this amnesty proposal. The big key here is there's bipartisan efforts ready to go. You've got a bill by Schuler that over 230 people of Congress, Republicans and Democrats, have signed on to. Why have you not endorsed that, Mr. President, and said, let's do this first. Yeah. Let's prove to the American people we can be trusted. Then those of you with the illegal, then I'll try to work something out for you later. But to say that has to be done first is absurd.
Makes sense to me. By the way, before I let you go, today, you probably know, there's a big naturalization ceremony for military members who, up until today, have been not U.S. citizens, but the big ceremony is going to happen today on the USS Midway. 300 more people will become U.S. citizens the legal way.
And that's a great one. I was there last year. I was actually there at the swearing in last year, and that's the kind of example we want to set. That's the message we want to send around the world, that if you want to come to the United States, you play by the rules. We're a nation of legal immigrants, and that we will never allow illegal immigrants and legal immigrants to be mixed together. We need a bright line between those two, and I think that's a great ceremony. And I just was sorry my mother is no longer alive to see those kind of ceremonies. She always loved to point out how proud she was to be a legal immigrant and the first Australian war bride to get her citizenship.
Yeah, it does make you proud. You coming in this weekend?
I'm coming in tonight.
All right, maybe you can visit. Maybe you can. I'm working this weekend. Maybe you can visit us on Sunday or something.
Well, I'll try to.
We'll give you a call. We'll see what we can do.
We'll try to get together on that. Fantastic.
Right. Thank you, Congressman.
Sorry you have to work, Dan.
Yeah, I know. It's the way it is. I'll be off plenty of time to have a good time, though.
Okay, great.
As you know. Hey, by the way, the waves are picking up. South swell coming in.
Fantastic. Yeah, and the water's warm. It's about time.
The water's 70, so come on back.
Well, if we don't do it now, we'll never be able to do it. Thank you.
Got it. All right, see you later.
Absolutely.